Welcome to the Going Against the Grain podcast. It has been a while, I think a month and some change since we last recorded. We've had a whole lot going on recently with the family and nothing bad. We've just been really busy getting ready for spring. Spring on a farm is a lot. I've had a lot of work outside of the home. And it's been fun though, but we're gearing up for so many things this summer and this spring and summer, and we wanted to share some of that with you guys. So we to circle back a little bit, we took a trip to Florida to see my sister-in-law.
For her big 40
for the 40th birthday. Mm-hmm. She was the first of a whole group of us that are turning 40, and then I'm next, and then my brother-in-law, your brother, and
our friend
Mark Jeffrey Tabor. Throw his whole government name out there in the mix. But no, we had a good time, went down there. We did indoor skydiving, which was really pretty cool. Knocked some bucket list stuff off. Because I never, I always said I wanted to go skydiving, but I never did. And
He's scared.
I was scared. And then I proposed to you and you were like, oh, I'm going to go jump out of a plane now. So that was cool. But anyways, so we had fun in Florida. Do you have anything to add to Florida?
No.
No?
That was great.
No. You had the best, well done filet mignon you've ever had in your life.
Yeah. So we took my sister-in-law out to a really nice dinner in downtown Jacksonville. And I get my steaks, don't kill me, but I get them well done. I usually tell them to butterfly the steaks. That way it won't take forever. And this literally cut like butter. You would have thought I had like a medium steak.
Yeah.
It wasn't burned. It wasn't overcooked or undercooked.
Perfectly brown through the inside. I think, me personally, I think that they do a really good sear on the outside and then they use an infrared oven. But I don't know. We didn't ask them, but amazing. It was fantastic. My food was fantastic. Had a really cool time. So, just before we left, we actually got some pretty sad news. Some friends of ours where we were doing our raw milk herd share had to close down their herd share. And we really think a bunch of, Sarah and Larry, they're great people, and we hope to stay in touch with them. But, they had to move on and do some other things with their life and downsize their herd share, which meant, taking what's the word? Getting rid of a bunch of their clients, not really that they wanted to, but they had to do some things different in their life, and we respect that. So
we went down a lot.
We went down not a rabbit hole, but we started looking, where I put a couple feelers out in some Facebook groups. There's a place south of here that's almost all the way to Cincinnati. It's like halfway between here and Cincinnati, and then there's a place up in Johnstown called Copia Farms, and we decided to go just take a drive up there. It's about 20 minutes from my office, so it's it's an easy jump for me to grab something on my way home from work if I need to. But we went up there. They've got this cute little farm store that's like self-service, which is kind of, inspiring to us as well. We'll talk about that here in a minute, but we started doing our raw milk herd share there. Copia Farms up in Johnstown. You can check them out. Just search Copia Farms on Google, but they're fantastic. You can go in their store. They have chicken, they have beef, they have pork, they have ice cream, they have
it's literally everything.
Like cheese.
They even have some vegetables that they grow in their garden. If they have extras or whatever, they put that in there. I've gotten carrots and lettuce from there. Right now, probably be more options as we're getting into more of the gardening season. Yeah,
I'm sure there'll be more produce. They have, and everything there is all natural, non-GMO. It's healthy options to eat. It's worth going to check out.
Well, thing that I like about Copia, though, is you can get as many gallons of milk as you need.
Yep.
Where with our other herd share, we only did 4 gallons a month.
Occasionally, and they'll email you if they've run out of milk for the day.
Because it is first come, first serve.
And they will, the only one time so far, we've been going to them for about 2 months, but only one time have we shown up, and it was, you could only buy 1 gallon at a time, and they'll put like a note on the cooler.
But I think it was a Friday too.
It might have just been a peak day. I don't know. We had never been up there on a Friday, so they may just be slower on those days, but fantastic milk. For those of you that have ever struggled with some like lactose intolerant stuff, which I do, ever since switching to raw milk, I've had no problems whatsoever. Also, even better, taking it a step forward from our last herd share to the new one, this Copia Farms is all A2 cow milk, which is significantly more healthier on your gut and your digestion. So very sought after milk, really good milk. So if that's something you guys are ever talking about, leave a comment in the notes below or reach out to me and Kim. We're always willing to have a conversation with that. But so with that being said, on to the next topic. We have been accepted into a couple farmers markets. We applied to the one we really wanted to be in. Oddly enough, they denied us. Not that they didn't want us to be there. They just told us that there were too many people in the same category as us. And those of you that aren't familiar with farmers markets, I wouldn't say it's like political, but there's rankings, and if somebody's been there for a long time, they get first at bat when they're applying for their application each year, and then they start looking at new people. So we just happened to fall out. They did ask us to try again next year, but we got into Clintonville, and we got into New Albany. New Albany is going to be on Thursdays from 4 to 7 p.m. starting in June. I think June 6th is our first one.
Yes.
And so we're really excited about that. It's going to be pretty cool learning experience. So if you guys want to come out and see us and support us and see what we have, we're going to have sourdough starter, sourdough bread, all sorts of peppers, chicken, so eggs, and who knows what else we might add to the repertoire. Honey and hot honey. Yes. I've been dabbling in the hot honey, and I've got people that'll vouch for me. I make some pretty bomb hot honey. So we're going to have a habanero hot honey and a jalapeno hot honey and a regular hot honey. I'm going to be experimenting with vanilla, but I don't know when that's going to come about yet. But it's something that I would like to do as like a vanilla honey. But do you want to talk a little bit about Clintonville?
So we originally got approved for spring and fall markets. We were super excited as we were preparing for the spring one. Obviously, there was some deadlines that we had to meet because it started rather quickly. We had to get everything done by, I think, April 1st.
Yeah.
We started feeling overwhelmed and rushed. And during all of this process, we don't want to lose our passion behind what we're doing and why we're doing it. Mm-hmm. So we reached out to the lady that is in charge of the market, and we explained to her our situation, and she was more than happy to accommodate us. And we did pull out of the spring, but we will be there for the fall markets, which is October and November. Yep. That way we have time to prepare for the summer New Albany market, and then several months to prepare for the Clintonville market. And then next year we'll probably
we hope to be in time in there on time. In full disclosure, we just didn't want to feel like we were rushing into something. Like Kim said, we want to make sure that we're having fun with this and we're enjoying this and we're leaving time for our kiddos. I'm leaving time for my work outside the farm and so on and so forth. But the thing that really made us pull the trigger on that is I believe it started May 1st. It was like the first one was the first weekend in May, and we don't butcher chicken until the third weekend in May. So we would have been at our booth with nothing. And we've got a bunch of plants in the basement right now growing. for a bunch of peppers and stuff, and we literally would just show up with an empty booth. So we were honey. Like, with just honey. So we were like, hey, we're gonna back out. We don't want to, when we do this, we want to plan correctly. So, but we're super excited to do that, and I think something that is sort of coming from that, and we can just jump right into this, is like we watched this YouTube video. I found this random YouTube video, and I was like, we got up, it was like 5 a.m, 5:36, whatever. We got up, we got our coffee, and we're sitting down, and I'm like, hey babe, we gotta watch this video. And I like screencasted onto the screen, and it's these two guys, they're friends out in, wasn't it Oregon or Washington? Yeah, it's on the
West Coast somewhere.
And it's like how to start a chicken farm. And exactly what they did is like, we looked at each other and we're like, this is it. This is what we want to do. And like, it's now kind of like this dream of ours to sort of like, and we're starting small and letting demand grow the company, but we're going to start a farm market on the property. So you'll be able to come to the property several days a week, pick up your orders that you've placed online, and come to the property to pick up, come and shop in our store. So we did recently start gutting our third bay garage, and the third bay garage is going to be,
sorry,
our dog is barking right now. So
it's not kids, it's animals.
Yeah, so our third bay garage, we're turning it into an actual storefront where you can pull onto the property. There's going to be coolers, freezers, everything. We're going to be partnering with some local people in Pickaway County and selling multiple different products in the store. So we're super excited to have you guys out to the farm. Maybe even you'll be able to see our setup, and I'd welcome that. If you came down, I'd be more than willing to show you how we rotationally graze our chickens and all that sort of stuff. So I think that would be pretty cool.
So to add, if you know anyone that wants to partner with their products or know somebody, you don't have to just necessarily be Pickaway County, but we would love to have other products than just ours in our store. So yeah, I would love it to be a full market, and even eventually do family events or have a kids table. And
but these people out in Oregon, like, they did everything. They started the farm, they grew it, they built this store,
a coffee shop or a coffee bar in there.
Yeah, there's like a coffee bar, and they would have family night, and you can get ice cream, you could get a glass of wine and or whatever, and food and produce and everything. And it was just like, oh, that's amazing. And everything was locally sourced from farms and naturally sourced. So it's kind of a cool idea. We're starting it in our garage. If it really explodes, who knows? We might build a little something outside the garage at some point in a year down the road or 2 years down the road.
But our garage is a pretty decent size.
Yeah, it's a decent sized third bay garage. So it's a great place to start. We've got one of my agents that works at the company. He's been doing maple syrup, and he wants to sell some stuff. A friend of mine's mom down the street has a farm, chicken mash farm, and they want to put some stuff in our market. So we're really excited to partner with some people in the community and bring some stuff to you guys.
And one thing we want to try to do with our market is try to figure out how we can use it to supply raw milk in our area. Because with the herd share that we were doing down in Ross County, since they closed, there's nowhere near. I mean, everything's like an hour drive minimum. So we would love to be able to bring the raw milk to this side of town.
Yeah, we get so many people that reach out, hey, where do you get your milk? How can we get some? Those sort of things. And we'll point them to where we're at right now. But we've talked with a couple people, and we're in very preliminary talks, not even to a point where I can mention anybody yet, but we're trying to make it like a drop point where you can join the herd share and pick it up at our property and pay for it at our property. So we're looking into how that's going to work, and we've got some interested parties. So if you ever have questions about raw milk, DM this lady, she knows it all. Or you can send a message to me. I drink most of it probably in this house when I eat cereal at 3 o'clock in the morning when I wake up for
And the
a
kids
sweet
slam
tooth
it
snack.
all
And the
day
kids
long.
slam it, and we make chocolate milk with it. But that's one of the things. And then also, you know, with our chicken stuff, we're doubling down this year. We're I think total last year we only did like 150 chickens. We're probably going to be well north of 1,000 chickens this year. We're going to
It'll
do
definitely be a learning experience
at
for
least
us.
5 different batches of 250 chickens. So again, if you want to visit the farm, you want to check out and see what's going on, I would love to show you what we got going on down here. Just reach out, send us a DM, talk to us. We'll be playing around on the farm all the time. So we're kind of expanding in that aspect as doing more chickens. And with that chicken deal, we're looking to expand in. I may start looking into like see if there's local restaurants and butchers that are interested in our product, and we've actually been talking to some people, and we may be landing our first actual like account of somebody that's going to buy in bulk from us. So we're hoping to hear from them here in the next week or so to sort of solidify our plans with each other. And then let's see, you have some notes here, and it says, yeah, okay, Aaron, explain this. So, you know, the last few weeks, we're actually here, and you know, we're gonna go out of town for a little bit in the next week or so, take the kids out of town before the farm kicks off. But then we get back and we're gonna go over to Polyface Farms to see Joel Salatin and a bunch of other people that are doing a business homesteading workshop. And you know, over the last few weeks, I've listened to The Rooted Life by Justin Rhodes and oh my gosh, a couple of Joel Salatin's books, and I'm currently listening to The Marvelous Pigness of Pigs, and I mean, what I'm getting at is going through this process of learning how to start a farm and start a farm business. There's so much government red tape that you have to jump through, every single hoop, anytime you want to do anything. If you want to breathe in your backyard on the farm, you pretty much need a permit for it. It's just, it's crazy. The food cottage laws and this, that, and the other, and what you got to put on your labels, and just applying for a license in general for us to go to a farmer's market and get insurance and approval from the local community or from Pickaway County. The application was like 40 pages long. It's baffling to me the level of control there is on this stuff. I don't know. It just makes things really hard. Is bull crap, and I wish it wasn't that way, but you know, hopefully Ohio becomes more and more lenient and we don't have to work so hard at these things. But we're really excited. I mean, I know I am. I'm like a kid in a candy shop when going to Polyface Farms and
it'll be warmer this time.
Yeah, getting to wander around and talk to these people, and it's just like I'm in my element. I'm talking to these like-minded people that care about the earth and the, you know, and being a good steward of the, you know, of the land, and starting farms, and you know, bringing health to the community. It's invigorating when you go there. So pretty cool stuff.
I'm excited.
You're excited?
Yeah.
I'm super excited.
I'm excited, I think, more so to learn how to run a farming business.
Yeah.
Because everything is just new.
You're going to have to take notes.
The last time we went to Polyface, I had like a whole booklet of notes.
You're going to need because we won't be able to read my notes if I write them down.
Yeah.
So you'll need to write them down. Chicken scratch. Suitable for a chicken farmer. But no, we're having fun with this. Again, if any of you guys have products, something that you're interested in sharing with us or sharing with the community, as long as it's an all-natural product, something of the sort, we would be interested in having a conversation with you. So reach out. Thanks always for listening. We'll try and get a little more consistent with this.
Well, and if anyone ever has any ideas for a podcast for us, if they have questions or want us to do certain topics, yeah, we're always up for ideas.
Yeah, and keep an eye out. Me and Kim and myself, we're me and Kim and myself. That doesn't make sense. Me and Kim are going to be also launching some more videos of like how-tos and for our Ripple Run Farms YouTube account.
Yeah.
And one coming up.
Go
subscribe to us. I think Kim's going to do some stuff with baking, maybe just some short 1, 2, 3, maybe 10-minute videos. I'm going to do some stuff. I'm going to do like a whole series with how I'm raising these chickens and what I'm doing. The whole process. I want to video everything this year and really keep track of what we're doing. One of the things that I'm going to do coming up is our, chicken transport crates. We just had 25 chicken transport crates delivered to us on a skid off the back of a semi truck, and I'm going to put them together, show you guys what I use, what we got, and how I put them together, and my honest review of them. So those type of things. We got some new video series stuff, not just podcasts, but go check that out. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram. We don't have a Twitter.
No.
Or
Just
X.
YouTube.
Is it Twitter or X?
I think it's X
something.
now.
It's X.
I've never been
what? I don't know. Whatever it is. Twitter, or not Twitter. Dang it. Instagram, YouTube, Facebook.
That's it.
And that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, thanks for listening.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.